Hey guys, so welcome back again to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look, both the eyes and the face. It's a Sunday, I'm about to head out, so yeah, I just wanted to share my process for getting this look with you guys. I'm using my e.l.f. primer again as usual. I just feel like when it comes to makeup, not that I don't like trying new things, but when it comes to primer specifically, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I also saw this video, I think it was Ohema Bonsu that did the video about how most people who don't like primer simply aren't using enough. For those who say, oh, my makeup still slips off, you're probably not using enough, or you're not using products that are meant to work with your skin. Now I'm applying my Danessa Myricks Invisible Balm, Translucent Balm. I want to try the foundations for this, like the actual tinted ones, but I'm afraid because some people say like it's not for dry skin. I have like somewhat oily skin, but also dry in the perimeter. I don't know. If you have combo skin, please let me know if you've used it and how it worked for you. To go ahead and stick my brows up with some lash glue. Anytime you're using some sort of like brow fixer, make sure that you're wiping away the excess product, because if you don't, it will make applying your concealer really difficult. Like, look at the product that's coming off, and all I did was fill them in and fix them in place. So make sure that you're wiping that off, because the last thing you want is for that to get into your foundation. And also another thing, I feel like people always talk about having thin brows. Oh, my brows so thin. But the thick brow girlies, we be struggling too. Like, I love my brows, but sometimes when it comes to doing makeup, it's difficult because they're so bushy. And I used to be a threader. Not really a threader anymore. Honestly, I want to get back to it, but lately I just ain't been wanting to spend money on stuff, so I have been shaving them, and even that I don't do very often. Like, when it comes to bushy brows, they're always going to be thick. Sometimes you just don't want such a thick brow, but that's just how my brows are. Like, unless I just literally like paint over them, I fill in my tails, but like I did not add bulk to the brow. They just like that. So yeah, the girls that get it. It's a struggle. I'm going for a more dramatic eye look today, so I'm going to start with the eyes. Now, anyways, I'm using my NARS Potted Concealer in the shade Biscuit on my eyes. The same thing I use to clean up my eyebrows. This is like my favorite shade. I actually use this as a corrector. And for anyone out there who doesn't like a super orange corrector, you can get your same skin tone of concealer in a warmer shade, and it's gonna do the same exact thing. So yeah, just an option if you don't like the orangeness of correctors, you can do that. So I'm going in with bronzer in my crease, and I'm using that as my transition shade. Okay, so this is one of those moments where you trust the process. I usually use my NYX black eyeliner, but I ran out. So I'm using the e.l.f. retractable no budge liner and black. I'm going to blend this out with a really tight blending brush, and I'm going to show you what I'm using. This here. See, it's fluffy enough to blend this out, but it's small enough to keep it just in my crease. And when you're doing looks like this, you never want to blend up too high if you have small eyes like me, because that's really difficult to correct. Whereas if you blend too much lower, you can always correct that with concealer when you do your cut crease. But once you've blended it too high, honestly, you might just have to start over. Another tip for my girlies with small eyes is to do all of this with your eyes open. Notice that I'm not fully closing my eyes, and the reason is that I want to be able to still see my eye shape. And it's very difficult to do that when your eyes are closed, because you may put it too low and then you open your eyes and you can't see anything. And anyone with small eyes, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, where you spend all this time on your eyeshadow, blending, packing on colors, and then you open your eyes and you can't see anything. Now that that's blended out, I'm going to use my Juvia's Place eye primer to actually cut the crease. And this is how much I'm using. This is all that's needed. And in fact, that's probably too much. So yeah, you don't need a whole lot of. And to do this, I'm applying it first, distributing it across the lid, and then allowing myself to look up, see, to make sure that I'm not gonna get an issue with creasing later. And then I just distributed it across my lid. Now I'm gonna go in with like a mauve-y tan, not even mauve, it's straight up cream. Like, it's much lighter than mauve. I don't know why I said mauve. And I'm going to spread that across the lid. I was not going for this cool tone of a look, but hey, here we are, 30 minutes later. Okay, going for my Makeup by Mario foundation, and this is in the shade 19C. Y'all see that I got a little visitor? Every time you think your skin doing good, it's gonna find a way to humble you. Then I'm going in now with my e.l.f. setting spray. It's the Power Grip one. They could never make me hate this foundation. This is with, this is without. This is with, this is without. Now I'm going in with my NYX Bear With Me concealer, and I'm using that as like a blending medium for my lighter concealer. And now I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade on my immediate under eye area. That way we're not just blending light concealer straight into foundation. And just to give me that baby doll look, I'm gonna go in with literally a dot of the Sephora Best Skin Ever Glow concealer. Now I will say, this is not my shade. I ordered it during the sale. I didn't know what shade to get, ordered the wrong one, but we making it work because I don't feel like going through the process of returning it. So yeah. And now I'm gonna go in with, obviously, what is my favorite shade in the Makeup Made by Mitchell palette. It's the shade Shade and Laid. And I'm using that as my contour shade. If you're like me and you have a rounder face profile, you always want to apply your contour higher rather than lower. So even on my jawline, I'm applying it slightly up, just because if you put it lower, it's going to drag your face down. And now I'm going to spray my face again. Not only does using setting spray throughout help with the longevity of your makeup, but it also helps it to look more flawless and blended. Just blending that out. Also, contour is not the thing to do if you're in a rush, because it will look bad. If you're in a rush, I would recommend using a bronzing shade from that palette as opposed to a contour shade, because bronzer is really quick to blend out. Contour, you need to take your time on. So yeah, we're not even fully blended, and look how much my face shape has changed. And I'm just kind of being reckless with the nose because I'm going to go in and highlight anyway. So but do make sure when you're doing your nose that you get that side profile, because the last thing you want is to be clocked from the side profile. Now I'm just blending out my concealer. And let me tell y'all, this pimple is really upsetting me and my homegirls. Because we feel like, well, dang, if we can't have clear skin, what else can we have? Why would I go in with a shade this light on my nose? Okay, it's not terrible. Okay, then for blush, I'm going in with this orange shade. What is it called? Mango Daiquiri in my curve case, which is another one of my favorites. And even though it's orange, it kind of comes out looking yellow on my skin, at least. Like a pineapple daiquiri than a mango. I wanted something with a teeny bit more warmth to it. So I'm going in with my Juvia's Place blush in the shade Marigold. Oh my goodness, these two together, what? I think we might have just found my blush combo for the summer. Wait, that actually looks, hold on. Wait. And the formulas, hold on. Okay, I really like that. Also, shout out to the concealer combo because it has not creased despite all that I've been doing. And then I'm just setting my under eye with the Sephora Micro Smooth. This is with, this is without. I love this powder because it still leaves your skin dewy. And even though I'm an oily girl and I need to use powder, I still like a dewy look. Like, I still like my skin to look like skin. I can't lie, I am kind of devastated that Beauty Bakery is shutting down because I have not found a powder that is as soft as theirs. If you have, like, if you like this powder and you found something similar, heck, even if you hated this powder and you tried something else that was exactly like it, please let me know. Because I don't know what I'm going to use when I'm not able to get this anymore.
I forgot to say, but I'm bronzing with my ABH bronzer in the shade Mahogany here.
Then I'm going in with my blush. It's also by Beauty Bakery. And it's in the color Pumpkin. Or is it Pumpkin or Hey Pumpkin? Hey Pumpkin. Now it's time to start the plumping process. The Fenty plumping glosses really be doing what they say they be doing. Like, I don't even buy lip plumpers. I just use them. Because, like, why have a separate product if it's going to do the exact same thing? I'm lining with my favorite liner from Huda Beauty. And I'm going in with my favorite lipstick from Juvia's Place in the shade Desert Nubian Sand. For gloss, I'm going in with my Caramel ABH lip gloss. I like to line my glosses with a brown lip gloss. And I'm going in with Credit from the Jackie Aina palette and using that to blend this out. The final step, another round of setting spray. One side just in the middle of my face. And this is the final look. So thank you guys for staying through and watching my whole video. Please leave me a purple heart down below if you actually stayed and watched the whole thing, if you're still here. And yeah, I'll see you on my next video.